Happy Star Wars Day. Happy May the 4th. I just got back in town from a trip with my buddies, and I worked yesterday, so I have not had time to do anything with the channel on this special day. But there is something that I want to talk about. Steven Spielberg made changes to E.T. for the 20th anniversary. He digitally replaced the guns that the federal agents are carrying with walkie-talkies. But for the 30th anniversary release of E.T., he changed it back. Allow me to start this video with a quote from Steven Spielberg. Quote, "I never should have done that. E.T. is a product of its era. No film should be revised based on the lenses we are now either voluntarily or being forced to peer through. E.T. was a film that I was sensitive to. The fact that the federal agents were approaching kids with firearms exposed, and I thought I would change the guns into walkie-talkies. Years went by and I changed my own views. I should have never messed with the archives of my own work, and I don't recommend anyone do that. All our movies are kind of a signpost of where we were when we made them, what the world was like, and what the world was receiving when we got those stories out there. So I really regret having that out there." Close quote. Steven Spielberg gets it. You know, the only thing I've ever really bitched and moaned about on this channel, the one constant complaint from my mouth on this damn YouTube channel for over a decade, the one thing I cannot get past has been the constant tinkering and toying with the original Star Wars trilogy, and how the original theatrical cuts have no official release post-DVD technology, no Blu-ray, no 4K. The original versions, officially at least, are lost with time. Now, it's amazing that Harmy's despecialized and 4K 77 exist, but I still want an official release. This quote from Steven Spielberg is important. We as human beings constantly change. Our world views shift. The world itself changes. We go through life-changing events, become parents, experience loss, career changes, etc., you name it, and every one of those events changes us in a way, big or small. And if you're an artist, if you create stuff, it will inevitably change your art. Now, where it gets dicey is when you go back to change the things you made in the past when you were a different human being. As Spielberg said, your past work is a signpost, a time capsule, if you will. A point in your own personal history that you can look back on, reflect on, and learn from. Kind of see where you were at the time. Going back and changing a film you made in the past is erasing a little bit of the past you. And when it comes to something like Star Wars, you're also erasing what millions of people experienced for decades. It affects you. It affects the viewers. This is not geeky nitpicking. You know, it's deeper than that. It's about the preservation of film history and preservation of a past mentality so we can reflect and learn from the good and the bad. So why not release both versions? All versions. I've been saying this for 10 damn years. Ain't I been saying it, Miguel? You know, have at it, have fun. Change your movies if that's what you want to do in your heart of hearts, but also preserve the earlier versions that started it all. I wouldn't mind any of this if that were the case. Now, since Steven Spielberg started this video, I'll finish it with one final word from him. Quote, "Nobody should ever attempt to take the chocolate out of Willy Wonka. Ever. And they shouldn't take the chocolate or the vanilla or any other flavor out of anything that has been written. For me, it's sacrosanct. It's our history. It's our cultural heritage. I do not believe in censorship that way." Close quote.